The New Forest National Park is one of the best places for wildlife in Britain. As well as the beautiful woodlands, there are large and very special open areas of wetland and heath. Now, these heaths are not as natural as they look. They were created thousands of years ago by people, and they've been managed by us ever since. Each winter, carefully selected areas are cut or burned. Now, I know it looks pretty destructive, but these traditional techniques are absolutely vital to encourage new growth of heather and gorse. In this way, the Forestry Commission and a lot of other landowners create ideal conditions for some threatened heathland birds to set up their home and then raise their families. This is where the rare woodlark hides its nest. It's on the ground. The bird is very much like the skylark, but it's got a shorter tail and distinctive white eye stripes. Because different areas of heathland are cut each year, the birds can always find gorse and heather at the height they need. This is crucial to the elusive Dartford warbler. It prefers thick heather which is not too overgrown with gorse. And if you go out on a warm summer evening, you might catch sight of a nightjar. You'll certainly hear their unmistakable, eerie chirring. These birds like a scattering of trees to use as songposts, but they too nest on the ground. The wetland areas of the New Forest are also important for breeding waders. These are long-legged species that like to feed in shallow water and soft ground. The forest is one of the best places for snipe in the whole of southern Britain. Redshanks also still breed here in small numbers. See the way they've made a tent out of the grasses growing up around their nest. Lapwing are more common, and with their bold black, green and white plumage, they are easy to spot at any time of year. They lay up to 4 eggs in a scrape, again on the ground. And our fourth wader is the curlew. A significant number of pairs of these magnificent and very distinctive birds breed here. The problem is that overall numbers of these wading birds have been going down in the forest. In the past, large areas of the wetland were drained, which was great for growing trees, but made the forest too dry for the waders. In recent years, though, we've been working very hard to reverse this. Many wetland areas have been restored, so the waders have the best possible habitat to find food and raise their families. As we've seen, so many of our special New Forest birds nest not in trees but on the ground, where they're extremely vulnerable. If the parents are disturbed off of their nest, then the eggs can get cold or the chicks can get taken by predators. And this disturbance can sometimes be caused unwittingly by all of us, for whom the New Forest is such a great place to enjoy fresh air, get some exercise and appreciate the countryside. Fortunately, there are ways in which we can all help. We can keep to waymarked trails when we're out cycling. Keeping our dogs under control is absolutely essential, particularly during the spring and summer months when ground nesting birds are breeding. Observing the forest bylaws helps us to protect the habitat for ponies, cattle, pigs and donkeys, as well as all of the wildlife. If you're in any doubt, ask a keeper or ranger. They're often nearby and they're pleased to give advice. Most important of all, keep to the main tracks between March and July. That way, the ground nesting birds can breed in peace and we can all enjoy them for years to come. With your help, we can keep the New Forest special for both people and for its wildlife.